Savage Dragon number 12. This is from August of 1994, which is about a year after issue 1, which came out in June of 93. So that means that Erik Larsen was able to maintain that monthly deadline pretty close. And that was important back then. That's why I picked up the book, is because it was on the shelves regularly and I liked it. So, not a lot of image creators can say that about the books that they put out, that they were on time. So this is a big issue. A whole lot goes on, not just the first appearance of She-Dragon, though it's not her first appearance. She appeared in the Megaton Man Savage Dragon crossover as a part of the Next Men, just a background character almost. But now she's being introduced as She-Dragon, and we'll get to that later. So more news on the inside front cover here. Larsen has decided to change color teams. It was previously Ollie Optics, and now it's the IHOC. I guess that's the International House of Color or something. So that's interesting. It's a really busy time for computer coloring, and a lot's going on. So he speaks about this in the back page, that he's changed the color, but it seems like it's amicable. It's not like any ill will. The other piece of business here is that Highbrow Entertainment, it's the first time we see this logo. This is an imprint. Like there's Extreme Studios and there's, Homage and Top Cow. And so Erik finally has a logo and an imprint for his little corner of the universe, Highbrow Entertainment. And so he'll put that on like the Freak Force comics and this and any other sort of peripheral stuff that comes out through his wing of Image Comics. And then, kind of people thought that this looked like it was a spoof of the Highbrow Comics logo, or not Highbrow, the Legend Comics logo. If you've ever seen Legend Comics, it had like Frank Miller and Mike Mignola and Paul Chadwick, and they had like a Easter Island head as their logo, and that looks close, but I guess Erik Larsen says they're not. So now here's a familiar panel from like issue 7. So looks like Frank Darling is going back to attack Overlord in another panel, and he's pretty shocked because we thought that Frank Darling is dead. So did he. And now we know that this is Lurch. Lurch is like Vanguard's sparring partner, and so he's apparently survived the first attack, and he's come back disguised as Frank Darling again, and Overlord dispatches of him. And, it's a familiar scene, so Overlord's wondering what the hell's going on here. And this is pretty funny. So it's kind of a swerve. You think these characters are saying this crazy stuff about Savage Dragon, but they're reading letters from the fans. And I guess this is probably close to the same experience that Erik Larsen has, reading some of the letters coming in, where everybody's trying to guess at what his origin is, or trying to get money out of him and stuff. And so I think one of these is actually pretty close to the truth. Somebody's saying, we were close friends, and now you probably don't even remember me. The aliens who abducted you must have erased your memory. I think he did have his memory erased, so it's part of it. Anyway, pretty fun stuff here. Oh yeah, and he also gets a letter from Amy Belcher, who is She-Dragon. She says that she wants to be his partner. Now we're introduced to Justice, though we don't have his name yet. But here's a little tip. On the inside front cover, if you see these names here, like She-Dragon, Justice, Skullface, Openface, Overlord, he trademarks and copyrights his characters on the inside cover. So sometimes that's the only place you'll see a character's name introduced. But Justice is trying to break up some robbery or something, and these guys are stealing computer chips, whatever. And Savage Dragon and Alex are back on they hear about a robbery, and they're back in action as partners. So we go back to the crime scene, and now She-Dragon and Super Patriot are already there. And instead of busting the bad guys, they decide to fight each other. So, let's see. They have a fight, and then Savage Dragon shows up and breaks it up. We get a nice poster by Joe Quesada. I'm gonna have to move quick. I only got like 2 minutes left. I think I'm about to run out of video space, so let's wrap this up. Image X month, we're gonna do that next month. We'll see what Jim Lee's take on Savage Dragon is. I might even look at the Wildcats issue with Savage Dragon. All right, so then comes one of the most epic moments in Savage Dragon history. Open Face goes after Savage Dragon, bites his head with this heinous mouth, and then, Savage Dragon rips his tongue out and spits it out. Just fucking classic, man. I love that. That's really great. And, the tentacle guy gets away. Amy and Savage Dragon are, She-Dragon and Savage Dragon are kind of having a little talk about their relationship. She wants to be his partner or his girlfriend. I don't think he's interested. And now Skullface is on to the fact that Frank Darling's still alive. A couple notes here in the letters page. Somebody asked if Savage Dragon should come to Oakland or the Bay Area. And it's kind of funny because like 30 years later, Savage Dragon is actually based in San Francisco, so that guy gets his wish. And then he also mentions the McFarlane toy is coming out soon. And, the Savage Dragon McFarlane toy, which is awesome. It's a really cool toy. I think I picked that one up. I think that happens, anyway. So, again, I'm about to run out of time here. This video is going to have to be 7:09 long. And next time we'll look at Savage Dragon 13. Talk to you later.